Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 13 of Civilization 5 as Austria. It's been a few days since I've played because I've been getting ready for Christmas like everybody else, I suppose. You may have noticed if you watch the last couple of videos that the sound goes a little bit funny in places, and that's because I'd forgotten, because it's been so long since I've played Civilization 5 on YouTube, that the music, the soundtrack for certain civilizations is licensed music. And on the last couple of videos, I obviously hadn't ducked the volume enough, and I had about 3 different companies all trying to claim the copyright and therefore the revenue on 3 different music tracks in each video. So essentially I've got 3 different companies fighting over the maybe 5 or 10 cents I make per video, having a 3-way fight because their licensed music took up maybe 6% of the entire video runtime. So I had to mute the music, and it kind of, you know, they use AI to remove the music without removing the vocals and the commentary, but it can sound a little bit like I'm underwater. So I've turned the music volume right down. Hopefully that will be fixed, and then I won't have people arguing over the handful of pocket change that I sometimes make from videos. Which reminds me, if you are a long time or even a new follower of the channel and you like the content that I put out, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. There is always a link in the description of every video if you'd like to support me on there. Donations are by no means required, but are always appreciated. YouTube ad revenue absolutely sucks. Yes, I do have a full-time job, but I'm in a bit of a situation at the moment where times are hard and every little penny helps, so that is really appreciated. Without further ado, let's get on to the next turn. I've got this great scientist over here that I was going to go and turn into another academy. Now, you do get to a point where you get so close to the end of the game that academies aren't really worthwhile. 10 science per turn is absolutely great, especially when you can stack them in a city, usually your capital, that has a great deal of bonuses that improve scientific output. But eventually you get to a point where it's just better to pop the scientist for a flat science boost. I mean, at the moment, we're making 469 science per turn. If I go and construct an academy, it won't show on this turn, so... Oh, maybe it will. Maybe it won't. We'll see how much that goes up next turn, but it'll go up by more than 10. Because even though this gives us 10 per turn... In fact, are we even working it? Citizen management. Yeah, let's lock it in. Even though it gives us another... Oh, yeah, there, 486. So it actually went up by, what, 15? So even though... it gives us 10 per turn, we've got some things within the city or maybe some cultural policies that give us an extra boost, percentage boost on top of that. We've gathered intelligence in Ankara to steal technology from the Ottomans. Do we have any techs queued up? We do. So we can, well, we can go and steal metallurgy, which is not great, but it's not electricity at least, so... That's another one done. We've got to choose a production down here. We've just finished the bank because we were having some money issues. We're still having some money issues if we're perfectly honest about it. I don't think we're going to end up going to war with... this Persia, isn't it? So, what do we do here? We could get a... I don't think we need the castle. What do we need? We probably need some archaeologists, actually. Let's get an archaeologist going down here. We have got a few cultural sites we could be dealing with. You've got the amphitheatre. This is a reasonably new city for us, so it probably needs a few things like, for example, the public school. We also could do with a... constabulary? No one's going to steal from me. It's not the constabulary I'm thinking about. It's the courthouse, which we don't need. Let's get the public school then. We'll just try and work on our science. Now, back to builder micromanagement, which is always a pain in the hoop. So this, because this is our capital, we've started to spread now and get tiles 4 tiles away. So this sheep tile, 1, 2, 3, 4, is 4 tiles away. You can never work a tile that is 4 tiles away. If it has a resource on it, and because you can still build an improvement. I could go and build an improvement on this tile. But I could never work the tile. Now, if it was a strategic or a luxury resource, then I would gain a copy of that resource. But sheep are just a bonus resource. There's really no point me building any improvements on that tile at all. We can actually get railroad now, which would be better for us, particularly if we want to move units around. So I think I might come down here. Oh, we still don't have the railroads yet. That's a problem. We could get a farm here. Let's go and do that. Let's go and get a farm there. I mean, I could have just used this worker, I suppose. The cattle here is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's more than 3 tiles away from every city. So again, that's not so useful. Let's move you up there, actually. We can get a lumber mill in there. So let's go and do that. And yeah, our spy's been promoted. Yeah, not too bothered about any of that stuff. It's fine. Can't remember what I was doing with all of these workers. I was obviously moving them down here for something. Brazil likes us because we voted for their thing in the World Council. So does Washington. So they like me even more. Let's keep my neighbours happy. So now we've got electricity. We're working on refrigeration. We've got another great musician. We can't steal from the Ottomans. That's because I have more tech than they do. Can we use this great musician anywhere? We can create a great work. So let's go ahead and do that. Not really heading for a cultural victory. So we need to do something else with that spy now. I mean, who is... Let's go look at the demographics a second. So we are rank 1 in literacy. So there's probably nobody that we can steal from. So what we might just want to do is move you to our second biggest city. Which is probably Graz or Salzburg. We'll move you there as a counter spy. We've discovered aluminium. That one's great. It's already got a mine on it. Fantastic. This one's already got a mine on it. Fantastic. 2 sources of aluminium. Brilliant. Or aluminum for my American viewers. Salzburg's finished the factory. Now, we could go ahead and get things in here like a hydro plant. Give us 1 production to every tile next to a river. We do have a lot of tiles next to rivers. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the hydro plant in on here. We could still do with a bit more money, which would be nice. What was I doing with all these workers? This tile, let's not move you because you're further back. Let's move you, you're closer forward. This one can definitely be a lumber mill. There is a truffle tile here. Now, again, this truffle tile is outside of the workable range of the city, but if my borders spread that far, because your borders can spread, I think, up to 5 tiles from a city, and then you can improve any tiles within it. So if I can improve that tile, I will get another copy of truffles, though I don't particularly need them. I really wish I could remember what I was doing with all of these workers now. I guess we could come down here and get another lumber mill. That is within 3 tiles of both Vancouver and Salzburg, so we can do that. On to the next turn we go. It is probably going to be a scientific victory. We are working on refrigeration. You want to buy salt from me? Yeah, we'll keep that going. I need all the money coming in that I can get right now. Because the money isn't particularly brilliant. Yeah, so you are going to build a lumber mill. You are going to build a lumber mill. We can get a new policy. Now we can finish tradition, or we can keep working on rationalism. But I think +1 gold from science buildings is probably going to be better for me. So we're currently making 26 gold a turn. Now we're making 55. That's sorted one of our problems out. We're making a reasonable amount of culture. Being denounced by Suleiman. That's fine. So even if you're not going for a cultural victory, so for a cultural victory, you really need tourism more than anything. Culture is a defense against tourism. So having good culture is brilliant because... So culture helps your borders grow. It makes you less susceptible to being influenced by other civilizations' tourism. And also... what else does it do? It also obviously unlocks your social policies as well. So there's 3 uses for it. We have factories in 3 cities, so now we can start our revolution. What do we want over here? We can just get a farm, I suppose. So nobody has adopted any of these. I can adopt all the others. Now I want to go for the space race, so I either want freedom or order. I'll probably go for freedom. And then we get to choose some tenants. We also get to pick another one of these, I think. Do we not? No, obviously that's just me. Yeah, you may choose a free social policy or ideological tenant. Oh yeah, we want the ideological tenants, don't we? Where's my ideological tenants? Here. So click to add our first tenant. So we can get the rate at which great people are born is increased by 25%. I think we'll have that. I should be able to pick another one, yeah. And I think we'll have local happiness for every mint, bank and stock exchange. So that'll put happiness up a little bit. We can't get a level 2. Can we get another one here? Yeah. So this is the thing now. We've got to choose whether we actually spend our social points, our cultural points, finish. I mean, we do want to finish off tradition. We do want to finish off rationalism. But do we want to finish off tradition, actually? +2 food in the capital is not all that useful. Free aqueduct in your first 4 cities allows purchase of great engineers with faith starting in the industrial era. We don't really need to finish tradition, but we'll probably try and finish off rationalism. So we've got a great artist here. So we could just... Yeah, no, we'll get a great work. Still plenty of time to put them to good use. Not too bothered about all of this stuff. Ottomans have denounced us, and Brazil, that's fine. Manila's finished the factory. So we probably... Do we want to market? I mean, the gold's not too bad at the moment. We don't really have any sea resources. We're not really building any naval units. Let's get that hospital, because we could do with the extra food. It's not growing very quickly. Vienna has a lot of tiles next to a river, so let's go ahead and get the hydro plant. Still don't even have a temple here, actually. On to the next turn. So this has been quite a passive game. I haven't gone to war with anybody. I think because it's my first time back playing Civilization 5, and I've kind of forgotten how to do it. So we were paying Suleiman for crab, which he's probably not going to want to agree to anymore, because obviously he's denounced me. That's not the thing I wanted to open. It was this one. Also like that you can open social policies here, and you can open social policies here. Like 2 buttons to do the same thing. What's the point? Can I buy anything from Ramses, maybe? He doesn't have anything spare. That's a little bit of a pain. Yeah, the Ottomans are just hostile now. He won't trade with me. He's guarded. He does have spare incense. He wants the silver. Do I even have a spare silver? No, I'm not going to give you that. Oh no, I don't need the happiness that badly, so I'm not going to bother with it too much. Not for now, anyway. Might need to change that later on. Vancouver. What are we doing here? Oh, you're building... We found oil there. What are you... You don't want to building that. You want to create an oil well. Abort. Abort. Let's go and get... let's get another amphitheatre so we can start getting some culture in, because we are a little bit short on that. So we finished the archaeologist here. Again, we do have some tiles on a river, but only 1, 2, 3, 4 that were working. So maybe not all that useful. A factory probably is, though. We do have an archaeologist. So let's go over here. So when you have an archaeological site within your own territory, I thought you used to be able to turn it into something. Converts an antiquity site into an archaeological dig. Oh, well, reels of great work or can be transformed into a landmark. That's it. So if you want to make landmarks when they're within your territory, when they're outside of your territory, you want to do a dig. Well, you have to do a dig both ways. Landmarks are good because they constantly give you yields. Yeah, Ottomans are making threats. Now, they're quite far away. You want to pay me for the salts? I do have spare salt. That's fine. Or will you swap me for incense? You want iron and some gold per turn. I will do that just to get the happiness back up a little bit, I think. You want to pay me... No, I'm paying you for coca. That's fine. We've got the money, so everybody's friendly. Everybody's happy. The Ottomans, not so much. So we might have... Yeah, incense connected for Melbourne. Gratz loves the king, Manila loves the king, so there we go. A couple of I love the king days. I do think we need to get some more units up here. We definitely need to promote some of these units where we can. Any more tiles up here that we can upgrade? There's this one. It's just going to be a farm. We might want to consider getting a fort. Potentially to protect against the Ottomans later, but that's on the wrong side for that one. And again, we're kind of at this point where we've got a lack of reasonably good tiles to upgrade. Let's send you back to the capital. Yeah, let's just start upgrading some of these units to machine guns. We don't really need to. We're not at war. However, yeah, I'm spending a lot of gold now. The reason I'm doing this is if the Ottomans are looking at my army, by upgrading these units, I'm increasing or improving their... I'm improving my army score, basically, which is going to make him less likely to want to declare war on me, but not completely unlikely to want to declare war on me. Let's go to Melbourne for the 11 gold per turn there. And then on to the next turn. So happiness is okay for now, but not great. Money's okay. Science is good. Culture could be a little bit better, I think. It'd be nice if we could have that up to 100 or so, instead of 85. Because it is quite slow going. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of gold, but I'm going to keep upgrading units as I can every few turns. And then, yep, this Gatling, all the Gatling guns that I've upgraded. Did we actually get the oil there? It's an oil well. Yep, we've got that one. That's fine. I don't think we're going to have any problems with America, to be honest, but you can never be too sure. Let's go over here and get ourselves another farm. This Gatling gun should probably... Well, actually, let's put you in there for the extra defense. And we'll put all of the Gatling guns onto alert. But yeah, we probably want to get... Maybe if we get this desert tile, we'll put a fort here. He's got to come through all the mountains if he wants to attack me from this side anyway, so I don't think he will. He has completed the Louvre. Ideology has been adopted. That's Brazil. They've adopted order. I don't want to open borders with you. Now, that's interesting. That Brazil's gone order. Wittenberg demands wine. Yeah, Brazil's adopted order. Okay, what have we got going on here? Salzburg's finished the hydro plant. Stock exchange would give us a lot of happiness and gold. Hospital. Well, I think we're going to grow okay, actually. Let's get that stock exchange. That was quick. We've already got a unit building. No, we haven't. This one here. This can be a farm. That's going to be a farm. You finished that lumber mill. Again, not a great deal for you to do. Do we have any other sources of oil? I think we're just going to get you down here for now, put you to sleep. Okie dokie, got a caravan that's free. We can build another caravan, actually. We are short one caravan. I think we'll just carry on going to Boston. You got upgraded, so let's put you on alert. How much gold do we have? Probably not enough to upgrade anything else. I need 220 for Gatling guns. On the next turn, we can do that. Choose an archaeology. Here we go. So we can either get an artifact or we can create a landmark. So what we want to do here is create the landmark, because if we work that landmark tile, it'll give us 3 culture and 2 production. So if it's within your own territory, landmark. If it's outside of your borders, and if it's a tile you can't work. So, for example, this antiquities site here is 4 tiles away from both of these cities, which means I could never work it. So there's no point making an antiquities site, even if my borders expand to encapsulate it. So that one needs to be pulled up as an artifact. We are going to need more archaeologists. Probably start working on that in Graz once the factory's finished. Do have some oil down here, but Arabia's most likely going to get that. That's going to be a farm. That is a farm. This can also be a farm. The caravan. All the caravans finishing at the same time. Plus 10. It's not the best one we could get, but we're making enough money. We're down to 4 happiness now, which is not ideal. Vancouver's finished the amphitheatre. We could get the stock exchange. That will give us another +1 happiness. So let's go and work on that. On to the next turn, which will probably be the final turn for this particular video. Yeah, Boston's borders are touching mine now, but I think that's fine. I don't think America and Brazil are going to turn at this stage. I am playing on Emperor. It's not the highest difficulty. We're about to get refrigeration. That'll allow us to build stadiums. That will help with happiness quite a bit. Oh, we get to choose a production in Vienna. Vienna's finished the hydro plant. Still don't have a temple yet. Stock exchange would get us some more happiness. Could also do with some food, but before we can grow, let's get happiness, otherwise we have issues. And then, was that the end of the turn, or was that just the previous turn not quite coming to a conclusion? I'm not even sure now. So we'll hit the button anyway. And let everything resolve itself out. Not expecting a lot to happen. My city's converting. There's refrigeration done. A new spy has been recruited. So Hong Kong's converted to a different religion. I really need to start getting... where I can. I need to start purchasing missionaries. But 600 faith. I don't have a lot of faith coming in, but we need to do that. But that is all for this video. So I'm going to end things there. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video and you are enjoying the series. If you are, please do leave a comment and leave a like, because it really helps the channel to grow. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I will see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.